Picture a dusty village outside Bengaluru, where handloom weavers still thread silk on wooden looms as their ancestors did centuries ago. They're surrounded by smartphones and buzzing factories, yet their world feels miles apart from the sleek city technohubs. What happens when ancient crafts meet modern gadgets? Anant Kamath dives into this urban Indian crossroads and reveals that technology isn't just silicon and steel, it's deeply woven into social ties, caste, and power. But how exactly? That's the story we're unraveling. Kamath steps into two handloom weaver clusters in Karnataka, peering into how old social ties shape new tech adoption. The tension: inherited community networks empower some but also limit others. In the village of Channapatna, weavers like Ravi and his kin rely heavily on tight-knit caste-based networks, passing tech knowledge from father to son. Even as industrial looms arrive nearby, their adoption depends not just on cost but on trusted social relationships and shared reputation within the handloom community. Think of social capital as invisible threads binding people tight. It can be a safety net or a cage. In these clusters, cohesive networks work like a village loom. They interlace knowledge and trust, making innovation stick, but also resisting changes that threaten tradition's pattern. When factories replace handlooms, these social webs don't just unravel, they morph. Workers become linked less by kin and more by workplace systems, shifting from inherited bonds to contractual, changing how technology feels personal or alien to workers on the floor. Next, Kamath visits Dalit neighborhoods where smartphones arrive amid centuries of social exclusion. ICT promises connection, but does it deliver equality or just new digital divides? In Pune's urban slums, Dalit youth clutch smartphones, accessing YouTube tutorials and government schemes. Yet despite digital access, societal stigma persists, isolating them offline. Kamath captures this paradox. A device promising liberation can simultaneously spotlight exclusion where offline prejudices leak into online spaces. Picture ICT as a double-edged sword. It slices through some barriers but sharpens others. While connectivity expands information flow, caste-based discrimination reappears in subtle data biases, network filtering, and unequal digital literacy, limiting ICT's liberating power. Then Kamath probes the world of informal female labor, street vendors, domestic helpers, where new workplace technologies challenge both labor and gender norms. In Mysore, street vendor Lakshmi's daily hustle changes when a delivery app shows up. Suddenly, she negotiates with algorithms, not just customers. Kamath recounts how this shift offers easier payments but also subjects her to invisible tech rules, reshaping her autonomy. Imagine tech as a puppet master pulling strings from afar. Mobile platforms control schedules and earnings, displacing traditional barter and face-to-face bargaining. Women's informal labor networks, once self-regulated, now dance to the tune of app algorithms, shifting power in unseen ways. This evolution doesn't just disrupt markets, it flips gender expectations. Women gain new economic options, but also face digital surveillance and erosion of community safeguards, forcing a painful redefinition of their roles both at work and at home. Back in rustic Channapatna, those old looms still turn and the smartphones still buzz. Kamath's journey taught us that technology isn't a silver bullet, it's human stories, social webs, and politics spun into circuits and threads. Next time you see tech innovation, remember, it's just as much about who's connected, excluded, or empowered. Try this, look beyond the gadget and listen closely to the social narratives it carries. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.